An arrest is an indication that probable cause exists to believe the subject was involved in the offense alleged. A person is innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. 28 Sep 2023. Early this morning, Calcasieu Parish Sheriff's Office detectives were dispatched to the Calcasieu Correctional Center. In reference to a deceased inmate, Keith J. Mesh, 63, Lake Charles. During the initial investigation, it was learned shortly after midnight other inmates sharing a cell with Mesh alerted correctional deputies that he may be in medical distress. Calcasieu Parish Police Jury medical personnel were attending to Mesh when they believe he likely went into cardiac arrest. CPPJ employees as well as CPSO deputies attempted to revive Mesh, but he was later pronounced dead by emergency medical personnel. The Calcasieu coroner will determine cause of death, but foul play is not suspected. September 28, 2023. CAT team executes search warrants resulting in narcotics arrest. On September 26, detectives with the Combined Anti-Drug Task Force, CAT team, executed 2 search warrants. As a result of an ongoing investigation involving Norvel K. Harris, 45, Lake Charles, distributing illegal narcotics in Calcasieu Parish. During the investigation, detectives learned Harris was utilizing a storage unit on Sharon Lane in Lake Charles to store bulk narcotics. Detectives secured a search warrant at the location, and upon execution they seized approximately 2.5 pounds of compressed cocaine, 30 pounds of marijuana, 1.3 pounds of multicolored MDMA tablets, 1.5 pounds of heroin, 12 grams of THC chocolate bars, 2,500 milligrams of THC gummies, 1 handgun, and drug paraphernalia items. With the assistance of the Calcasieu Parish ACT team, detectives also executed a search warrant at the home of Harris on Lake Fairway Drive in Lake Charles. Upon execution of the warrant, detectives seized 2 pounds of marijuana, 33 multicolored MDMA tablets, 1.11 grams of blue MDMA powder, 3 mushroom chocolate bars, 18.48 grams of THC edibles, 3 boxes of ammunition, 1 handgun magazine, along with drug paraphernalia items. The total estimated street value of all illegal narcotics seized is approximately $86,000. Harris was arrested and booked into the Calcasieu Correctional Center and charged with 2 counts of possession of CDs I with intent to distribute, possession of CDs 2 with intent to distribute, illegal possession of a firearm in the presence of CDs, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Judge Ron Ware set his bond at $315,000. Harris was previously investigated in 2014 during a joint investigation involving CAT detectives and the Louisiana State Police narcotics, where he was later convicted in federal court for conspiracy to distribute controlled substances. Harris also has a detainer for the United States Marshals Service, as he is on federal probation until 2027. The Combined Anti-Drug Task Force is a collaborative effort, comprised of law enforcement officials from local, state and federal agencies, aimed at ceasing the trafficking of illegal substances in Calcasieu Parish. An arrest is an indication that probable cause exists to believe the subject was involved in the offense alleged. A person is innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable. October 27, 2023. CPSO upgrades charges for Carlisle shooting suspect after second victim expires. On October 23, at approximately 3:30 p.m., Calcasieu Parish Sheriff's Office deputies were dispatched to a trailer off Highway 27 in Carlisle, in reference to a shooting. When deputies arrived, they located 2 victims suffering from sunshot wounds. One of the victims, Cole A. Sandifer, 39, Sulphur, was located decreased inside the home. The other victim was transported to a local hospital to be treated for her injuries. Deputies arrested Jonathan J. Waite, 22, Sulphur, for the shootings. He was booked into the Calcasieu Correctional Center and charged with second-degree murder. Attempted second-degree murder, and illegal use of a firearm. On the afternoon of October 26, CPSO detectives were advised the second shoeing victim, Brittany A. Prather, 43, Sulphur, expired at the hospital from injuries sustained during the shoeing. Detectives upgraded Waite's charges to 2 counts of second-degree murder. Judge Tony Fazio set his bond at $650,000. CPSO Detective Larry Cormier is the lead investigator on this case. 11 Oct 2023. CPSO arrests man for second-degree cruelty. On October 19, at approximately 4 a.m. Calcasieu Parish Sheriff's Office deputies responded to a local hospital in reference to a 4-month-old baby being treated for serious head injuries, as a result of suspected child abuse. During the initial investigation, detectives learned the baby was in the care of Jordan S. Tupper, 23, Sulphur, when the injuries occurred. When detectives spoke with Tupper, he gave numerous conflicting stories on how the injuries may have accidentally occurred, none of which were consistent with the extent of injuries the baby sustained. Hospital personnel advised detectives the baby suffered from non-accidental traumatic head injuries. On October 20, after further investigation, detectives arrested Tupper and he was booked into the Calcasieu Correctional Center and charged with second-degree cruelty to a juvenile. Judge David Ritchie set his bond at $950,000. Due to the severity of his injuries, the child was taken to a hospital out of town for emergency surgery. The child remains in ICU in critical condition. The victim was placed in state custody by the Department of Children and Family Services. CPSO Detective Sonny Skiro is the lead investigator on this case. An arrest is an indication that probable cause exists to believe the subject was involved in the offense alleged. A person is innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.